All right, guys. It's Emmitt Smith's birthday today. He was my all-time favorite player, my childhood hero. And, I'll argue anybody, I was the biggest Emmitt fan of all time. So, I wanted to tell you guys my personal favorite Emmitt memory and what I think is the most underrated Emmitt memory of all time. Sorry about the camera, I'm just holding my phone. I'm not very good with this. But everybody knows the Super Bowl 28 and a few weeks earlier, 1993, the season finale when he separated his shoulder. Everybody knows 2002 when he broke the record against Peyton against Seattle at home, October 27th. But 1999, week 8 of week 9, if you remember, Walter Payton died, I think early that week. It was early that week, 99. The Cowboys that Monday, a few days later, they played at Minnesota. Emmitt Smith broke a 63-yard run. And on that run, as the defender was catching up to him, he stiff-armed his face mask, got his finger caught in the face mask, tore a ligament in his finger. But the Vikings recovered fumbled the kickoff, the following kickoff return. Cowboys recovered. Emmitt goes back on the field, scores a touchdown, scores on the very next play. So like 2 touchdowns in like 27 seconds. You can look this up on YouTube. There's a short clip of it. I think it was Al Michaels and maybe Boomer Esiason on the call. I don't know if it was Boomer, but anyways, he had to come out of the game because he tore a ligament on the long touchdown run in his finger. And with about 8 minutes, there was 8 minutes in like the second quarter. I remember this because I used to tape the games. And he had like 140 yards. And at the time, Walter Payton still held the record for most rushing yards in NFL history for a single game when he had like 275 or something against the Chiefs. So he was on pace to like break it. And, if you remember Emmitt and Walter, they had a great relationship. And if you've ever seen the documentary on Emmitt, when he had that neck injury in the opener, 96 at Chicago, when he took the fake handoff and dove over the pile, Walter came visit him in the hospital. So, I thought he was going to break the record that game, but of course he ended up having to come out. And if you remember, the next week they played Green Bay, and it was the first time in years that the Cowboys hadn't had any triplets starting because Aikman was out with like some kind of concussion. I think he got a concussion late in that Minnesota game. And Minnesota had Jeff George. Jeff George was quarterback because he had replaced Randy Moss. Because the year before was when Minnesota was 15-1 with Cunningham. But and 99, that's the year that Irvin, obviously earlier in week 4 or week 5, got hurt against Philly. But after the Green Bay game, the Cowboys won that game. Jason Garrett was quarterback. They played at Arizona. My man Deuce Deuce with a big cast on his hand. He toted that rock like 20-something times. I want to say like 25 for like 125. So that's my personal favorite Emmitt memory. I think the most underrated. And, so my favorite all-time player. And May 15th, birthday, yeah. And, oh, crap, I forgot. It's my sister's birthday, too. I better text her. All right. The encyclopedia out.